What's up, y'all? Hold on a second. Daggone it. I just recorded a whole video and my sound was off. Hold on, y'all. That's why y'all couldn't hear me. My sound is off. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm mad at myself. Okay. Oh, well, we're going to get started. Boy. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up my thing. Anyway, we here. I can talk to y'all while we doing that. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Let me go ahead and get my mojo back. That threw me off. All right. Okay. Let me hide this video and I'll deal with it when I get back. Can everybody hear me now? Okay. Sorry about that. I just recorded 2 videos before I went live and I didn't have my microphone on. So that was Abby calling me to tell me, like, girl, you know that this video you just posted don't have no sound. So I had to hurry up and private the video because 28 people had already tried to look at it. So I'll have to do it again when I get off of here. It's all good. It's all good. How's everybody doing today? We're going to get into some things of the thing. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. What's up, Diva? How you doing, babes? Let's just go ahead and jump into it. What's up, Star? So Whoopi Goldberg just can't live, y'all. Whoopi Goldberg is being sued. Happy Margarita Day. Is today Margarita Day? Why? Because it's Taco Tuesday? So Whoopi Goldberg is being sued by Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, for those who may not know who Kyle Rittenhouse is the bastard that took his happy ass down to the Black Lives Matter protest and shot some people and then claimed self-defense. He was acquitted. But in the meantime and in between time, he has now told Tucker Carlson that him and his legal team, exactly, C. Golden, him and his legal team plan to sue a bunch of people. Whoopi Goldberg is one of the names on the list. I think Joy Behar is on the list. Joe Biden is on the list. LeBron James was another name that was on the list. And his legal team is calling it their media accountability movement. Because Whoopi Goldberg, after he was acquitted, called him a murderer. She said, he may have been acquitted. I'm paraphrasing. He may have been acquitted, but he still killed 2 people. So in my opinion, he's a murderer. What's up, peace, love? Thank you, doll. And I'm like, well, no lies were detected. He's a murderer. He a murderer. He murdered people. Like, the definition of murder is just that. Just because you were acquitted or just because you were not held legally responsible does not mean that it didn't happen. If I steal a watch out of a store and the store arrests me, the police arrest me and I don't get convicted, it doesn't mean I didn't steal the watch. It just means that I was not held legally responsible for stealing the watch. Sir, you have no case. What they're doing is this is just a money grab. They're hoping that if they sue enough high-profile people that they'll just throw them a check rather than go to court and rather than go through all the rigmarole of going to court. And that's really what this boils down to. Any lawyer that is encouraging you and telling you that this is a winner, go sit down. But if they tell you, listen, but we might be able to get $40,000, $50,000 off of these people just so we'll go away. Sure, why not? He got legal bills to pay. Would Killer sound better? He and his lawyers need to go sit down and stop wasting court time. Right. What's up, Karen? Hey, boo. So they love bringing up the Constitution. How about free speech and free press? Well, first of all, she said, if you listen to the sound clip, I'm not going to play the clip, but in the clip of Whoopi Goldberg saying that, she says, in my opinion, he's still a murderer. Well, guess what? She has a right to her opinion. And that is, she's not saying, first of all, I still don't think she's wrong in what she said. But by her saying, in my opinion, well, that's her opinion. She has a right to her opinion. She gets paid for her opinion. She is on a show called The View. That is the whole purpose of the show, is for them to give their opinion on what's going on in current events and what's going on in the news. It is their opinion. They get to say these things. Hey, what's up, number one Eagle fan? Where you been, girl? How you been doing? Yes. So y'all know I had to let y'all know what was going on with my girl. I said, they know. Right. In my opinion. What's up, Alikala? Right. That is the operative word. In my opinion. Can't they go kidnap him and do a drop squad move? Drop him off in the south side of Chicago or Sunnyside or Greenspoint, part of H-Town, child. What's up, New Jones? Listen, I don't know. Maybe they can, child, because somebody needs something. So, yeah, that's what's going on with Whoopi, honey. That's what's going on with Whoopi. All those people who wants to sue have deep pockets. My petty side would make him spend all his money going after me. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for everybody on that list, but I'm sure there's going to be some people on that list that's going to be like, nah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, number one Eagle fan, I am so sorry for your loss. I keep you and your family in the prayers, boo. I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. But yeah, I honestly and truthfully and absolutely... Right. He got that first taste of money. Now he wants more. Child, I think he got bills to pay. You know, he didn't get kicked out of school, but he left school because they were the kids were protesting about him being there. So I just think he has legal bills to pay. I just think he got bills to pay. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Whoop. She just got back. She ain't got time. Oh. What in the world? Anyway. So it's officially official. These are the two videos I just did, y'all. But anyway, I'll do them when I get off here. I'll do them again. But it is officially official. Sherri Shepherd announced today that she will be getting her own show in the fall. It was officially announced that the Wendy Williams show will be coming to an end at the end of this season. I believe it's 14 years. 14 years of the Wendy Williams show. I swear it don't seem like it's been that long, but I guess it has, child. I guess it has been that long. And this statement was released earlier today, allegedly coming from Howard Bragman, who was allegedly speaking on behalf of Wendy Williams. So let me read you the statement. It's been a challenging time for Wendy as she deals with her health issues. She is incredibly grateful to Debmar Mercury, to Sherri, and everyone else who has supported the show through this time, Bragman said. She, more than anyone, understands the reality of syndicated television. You can't go to the marketplace and sell a show that's maybe Wendy Williams' show. She understands why this decision was made from a business point of view, and she has been assured by Debmar Mercury that should her health get her to a point where she can host again, and should her desire to be that she hosts again, she will be back on TV at that time. Wendy released this statement stating this: Mr. Bragman, although I appreciate your concerns and respect you immensely, I have not authorized you to make any statements on my behalf regarding my current status with Debmar Mercury. Again, thanks for your continuing concern and support. So listen, Wendy said, I didn't say none of that. I ain't said none of that. I ain't said I understand. I didn't say I like. I didn't say we good. I ain't say none of that. And I ain't give you permission to say it on my behalf. Okay. That is what she has said. Okay. That is what she has said. Now, I don't know why this man felt like he needed to make a statement on behalf of Wendy. And y'all know we've been speculating. Everybody's been speculating on whether Wendy is even in the right mind space to make a statement on her behalf. But somebody, either Wendy or somebody who got Wendy's phone, said, "Excuse me, sir, please go take several seats because I ain't give you permission." I don't even know who these people are. I don't know who these people are, y'all. So yeah, that's what have been said. That is what have been said. So listen, y'all, I don't know what's going on with Wendy. We just gonna have to keep her in prayer. I don't know if Wendy said that, or if that was Kelvin with Wendy phone, or if that was little Kevin with Wendy phone. We don't know. But somebody wasn't happy about Mr. Bragman making that statement. Peace Love said, "I want Wendy to stay seated." Listen, I think everybody wants Wendy to stay seated. But again, the question is, did Wendy write that message, or was that somebody writing that message on behalf of Wendy? I don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows anything. You know, we don't know what's going on with Wendy. We don't know. We just don't know, y'all. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. I don't know. Now, if Big Kelvin is back in the picture, I think it should raise some concern, in my opinion. I'm gonna say this. I'm on the fence about that. Miss T Velocity did a live earlier this morning. Y'all go check her out if y'all not familiar. Y'all check out Miss T Velocity. But she spoke on that, and we were kind of talking about that a little bit this morning. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. From where I sit, I'm kind of on the fence with that, because even though Kelvin was not a great husband, or Kelvin was not a great husband to Wendy, it seems as though, at least from where we stood, he took care of the business. And maybe Wendy needs that right now. Maybe she needs somebody in her life that can take care of the business. We know that people that, you know, whether it was out of fear or out of respect, when he talked, people listened, and when he talked, things got done. So from that aspect, I don't know. Now, the flip side is, if Wendy really truly is at a place where she is losing some of her faculties, no, it probably isn't a great thing, because maybe he would take advantage of that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You saying financially wise? I wouldn't trust as far as I could throw a football. If she needs, find somebody else. Well, the problem is it doesn't sound like she really, other than little Kevin, it doesn't sound like she has anybody else. She doesn't have, by her own admission, she doesn't have friends, or doesn't have a lot of friends. We know she's not close with her family. So she trusts Kevin. Even after everything he did for her, she trusts him. If Wendy doesn't want speculation, then she needs to make a video showing she's of sound mind. Well, she did. She did a video, and everybody picked that apart and said, that's an old video. Look, she said she was 56 and she's really 58. Look, she said this and she said that. So she did a video, and it didn't help. If anything, one of the rumor is that's one of the things that was the last straw with the company with the Wendy Williams show, was that they had been begging her to do a social media video, and she did one behind their back, so to speak. So I don't know. Yeah, it's not easy to find someone to trust enough to represent you and your millions of dollars and your health. Yeah. And the sad thing is, if you don't, like, if you don't already have somebody in place, it's hard to put somebody in place now. And that was part of the conversation we had over on Simone's channel last week when we on the Girl Is That Legal channel, when we talked about this whole Wendy Williams situation and we broke everything down. That was one of the things that she said. She said the problem now is she would be hard pressed to find somebody that she could sign the paper, that would sign the paperwork, that would stand up in court. Because if the question is whether she is of a sound mind, then her signing any documents or putting anybody in charge of anything would be questionable. So it's hard. Like, that's the kind, and that's why Simone was stressing that those are the kinds of things we need to do now. You need to get a power of attorney now. Even if you're married, even if you have kids, you need to have somebody in charge now. You need to put something in place for if you have to go to the hospital and medical decisions have to be made. She went through y'all go back and watch that video. She went through all of that. And because she said the problem is the minute people start questioning whether you are mentally, if you are mentally in the right space, the minute people start questioning that, then it calls into question all of those legal documents. I wouldn't trust Big K. I don't know. I just pray every hidden in darkness will come to light. Yeah, I'm on the fence with it because let's be clear. I don't think, from what we know, because we don't know this man personally, or from the outside looking in, we know he wasn't a great husband. I mean, just based on the fact that he had a whole wife that he had, a whole mistress that he had bought a house for with Wendy money living down the street. We know he wasn't a great husband when it comes to those kinds of things. But Wendy trusted him. I don't know where she is with it now, but we know Wendy trusted him for a very long time with her business affairs, for a very long time. And again, who else is around? That's why I wondered if she could get some sort of legal team or wealth management team to represent her, because I don't trust any of her people to do it for her. Right, but the problem is now it will be hard for her to put somebody in place now, because there's been a question about her mental capacity. She would have to prove at this point, at least again, based on my understanding, she would have to prove that she's of sound mind and body before she could put people in place, because any documents that are signed now after people are questioning whether she's of sound mind and body, it would question the validity of those legal documents. So that's the problem. That's part of the problem. So we have to, I say we, me, you, everybody else in this chat, we have a responsibility to put our affairs in order before we can't put our affairs in order. As right now, Wendy is sort of in that place where she can't put her affairs in order until she can prove, at least that's what it sounds like is going on over at the Wells Fargo, until she can prove that she is of sound mind and body to put her affairs in order. Does Kevin's divorce settlement depend on her working? If so, that would explain his intervention. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen their divorce settlement, but I think she just had to pay him whatever she had to pay him. They don't care how she got it. And at this point, I don't know if she still owes him any more money. I mean, I think it was a settlement, but I don't know. I ain't read his divorce. I haven't read their divorce decree, so I don't know. It is. It's a really bad situation. It's a really, really bad situation. So I told y'all 6 months ago, Wendy just need to do a podcast out her living room. She don't have to go nowhere. She don't have to see nobody. I mean, if she's able to work, she don't have to worry. She doesn't have to put a lot of wear and tear on her body, because she doesn't have to worry about getting cute every day and getting dressed every day. She could just put a microphone, put a setup in her living room or in one of her extra bedrooms at her penthouse. You know what I'm saying? She could hire an engineer and an editor, and she do a 1-hour show every day. Invite guests on. She can do the same thing she did, just do a condensed version. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a condensed version because you would have an hour without all the commercials. But she would get commercials. People would line up to be a commercial. But she could even record 2 or 3 shows a day, so that she doesn't have to record 5 days a week. Come in there on Monday, do 2 shows on Monday, do 2 shows on Wednesday. You know, and then go on about your business the rest of the week and rest the rest of the week. And she would make good money. I mean, I don't have the money in front of me, but I'm sure somebody like an iHeartRadio or Spotify or something like that would pick her up in no time. I don't know what kind of non-compete clause she might have in her contract, but as soon as she's able to do, she could just do a podcast. It's very low overhead. She don't have to put a whole lot of energy into it. She just do the same thing she's been doing for the last 30 years. Go through the newspapers. Now it ain't newspapers, it's the blogs. But go through the blogs every morning, get your hot topics, and then have somebody come in. Pat, is that stuff cooking?
Oh, I'm coming back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. Have that stuff. Call in one of your, not friends, but one of your associates to come in, do a couple of interviews and keep it moving. Do things when you're still sharp and mentally solid. Exactly. I know it's uncomfortable, but things run so much smoothly when things are lined up, such as health, proxy, life insurance. Right. Listen, one thing's for sure and 2 things for certain. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. We don't know when or how, but we know it's coming. Now, Lord willing, we live to a ripe old age, but it's all gonna happen. So put your stuff in order and do it now when you can. It's Rocks was saying it might just be time for her to sit back and chill for a bit, rest on her laurels, so to speak. Yeah, and she could do that too, but she doesn't seem like the kind of person that wants to, unless she physically just can't do it. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that wants to just sit back. So that's what I'm saying. A podcast would be easy breezy. We're talking about 2 hours of your day at most. She don't have to worry about hair and makeup. She don't have to worry about putting on no cute outfit. Baby, she could put that do-rag on, get her little tea, sit in her living room, do the same thing she was doing on the show. Do your hot topics for about 30, 40 minutes. And then have somebody come in the last 20 minutes and do a little fluff interview with them. Well, not fluff. We know Wendy don't be doing a bunch of fluff. But do your little interview with them and go on about your merry little way. And like I said, she could even do 2 or 3 shows a day. On Mondays, she could just do 2 or 3 hours of hot topics and let them edit it and take 10 or 15 minutes and put it on each episode. And then on Tuesday, she could do interviews. She could interview 2 or 3 people, 30 minutes apiece. Boom. Let them splice it together and turn it into 4 shows for the week, baby. And she good to go. So, and she could take the rest of the week off. She could work on Monday. She could work on Tuesday, and then she could chill out the rest of the week. It's somebody. Hey, Sly Sylvia, it's your birthday, girl. You just got it from a surprise dinner for your birthday. Well, happy birthday! Everybody wish Miss Sly Sylvia a happy birthday. She's a member. Happy birthday to you, doll. Wendy needs to just take her payout and chill. Her son's graduating in a few months, so she just needs to sit back. Yeah, but everybody can't do that. But I especially if it's a health issue, she really should just relax. But listen, everybody can't do it, y'all. Everybody's not in that space. Sounds good, but that's why I watch YouTube. I get all my info from vloggers. Well, thank you. Thank you for getting your info from me. Well, Britney Spears said, anything you can do, I can do better, and I can do anything better than you. And she just got $15 million to write a tell-all book. I need y'all to understand how fast I'm going to download this tell-all book when it come out. I need y'all to know. She probably is going to get a percentage of the sales. She's probably going. It's probably $15 million, and she's probably going to get like 20-30% of the sales. I'm almost certain they negotiated a percentage of the sales. Baby, when I tell you I am so here for it, I am so ready for it, and I cannot wait for Britney to break it down like it needs to be broken. Bitch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Book club. Absolutely. It probably won't be out for about a year or so, but baby, I'm so here for it. Okay? I'm so ready. She said, oh, Jamie Lynn, you thought you had something to say? Hey, watch me. Watch me. What's up, Miss Thing? Wendy can stay home, recuperate, and rest, watch some YouTube, and learn the choreography from the Rhythm Nation. I know that's right, Lauren. She got time to do whatever it is she want to do, honey. Absolutely. So there's that, y'all. So listen, we ain't gonna be here too much longer tonight. Tasha K says she ain't got it. Y'all, why are people acting like they were shocked to hear that? Why are people acting like they did not know that Tasha K ain't got $4 million just sitting around ready to give to Cardi B? Why are we acting like that? What's up, Xavier? Why are we acting like this is some information that we did not know? Like, most people, regardless of how you might personally feel about Tasha K, most people do not have $4 million laying around waiting for somebody to pick it up. That is just not how it happens. Most of us do not have that. What is wrong with these people? Exactly, y'all. What? What? Child, listen. At the end of the day, Tasha is going to exhaust all of her appeals. Whatever appeals she has, she's going to exhaust all of her appeals. And once those appeals are over, then she's going to have to pay that money. Well, yeah, she definitely was acting like she had it, and she was being, she had her bravado and all that good stuff. Like, she definitely was doing all that, but just listen. Anybody who was running around here thinking that Tasha K had $4 million sitting in an account somewhere waiting to pay Cardi B, like, girl, she was just being arrogant about the situation. You know what I'm saying? She was just being arrogant about the situation. Nico said Tasha bought $75,000 to a $4 million fight. Okay. Exactly. She just wasn't ready. And again, had she shut her mouth, she might not be in this mess. But she don't know how to do that. She don't know how to keep her mouth shut. Cardi B may never get her money as long as Tasha K pays a little something here or there. She may not ever have to pay it all. Tasha K is trying to come up with the money while she goes through the appeals process. Really, Tasha says she's fighting a good fight for prostitution and other important topics. She don't need you stressing her out. Talk about her direct deposit info. Listen, I already told y'all when the settlement came down, my understanding about how these things work, that once they're gonna look at her income and she's gonna tell them she don't have $4 million and they're gonna set up a payment plan. They're gonna set up a payment plan, and as long as she, sticks to now, that payment plan might kick her ass because the payment plan they're gonna base it off of what she makes, and that payment plan might have her paying out $20,000 a week. I mean, a month. The payment plan might still kick her ass. That's what had happened to Mary J. Blige. She had to pay that money out, child. Her ass had to go out on tour. No, Xavier, I didn't even bring that up. Listen, until I hear something from Buckingham Palace, I ain't even bring that up. I didn't even bring it up. Tasha better make sure she pays Olga and Company if she wants to keep those. Right. And that's what, child. And listen, Quiet as is kept. And I don't know how many of y'all used to watch Tasha K, but Quiet as is kept. And people ain't really saying all of this. Tasha K ain't getting them numbers like she was getting before. When Tasha K used to go live, she used to have 20,000 people in them lives. When she went live on Sunday, she had 3,000 people in that live when she interviewed that woman that hit Tommy Sotomayor. She had 3,000 people in that live. But I know for a fact that she used to go live and had 20,000 people in them lives. Now, she might be getting her numbers on the replays, but she not getting that live audience like she used to. Now, that don't mean it's going to last. You know, we know how that goes. But, baby, either way, Sister Wine is screwed. Yeah, she definitely going to have to keep paying those attorneys because that's how she going to keep this thing going. Now, that's true. Yeah. So, baby, I don't know what y'all was thinking. I don't know why y'all thought, because Tasha K said, listen, maybe she can get all her subscribers to send. Listen, I think her subscribers have been sending her money now. I think her subscribers have been looking out for her. And I'm not saying that she won't get the money. Hell, by the time she has to pay it out, she probably will have that $4 million. Shit. Maybe she could take her show on the road like T.S. Matt. Maybe. Well, maybe she could get. Oh, I just read that part. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she does make good money on YouTube. It doesn't mean she don't make good money. But even people who make the most money don't, they make good money don't mean they just got $4 million just sitting in an account. Just because you work something don't mean you liquid, And so now, like I said, if she goes through this appeals process, it might be another year or two. She might have been able to save up if she put that money aside. She started her Cardi B account where she just put $30,000 a month into that account. She might have a good little chunk by the time her appeals are over, but she ain't gonna do that. Child. Right, $4 million liquid, that's a lot. Just because somebody's worth a certain amount of money does not mean that it's liquid. I mean, she has her company, she owns her studios, she has her house. You know what I'm saying? But that does not mean that she can go to the bank and get her a cashier's check for $3.8 million. I mean, that's just not how most of us live. Okay? That is not how most of us live, honey. All I know is the judgment isn't going to go away. It's going to stick around. Oh, yeah, that judgment ain't going nowhere. Like I said, it's on hold while she goes through the appeals process. But the minute she has exhausted all of her appeals, and Cardi B was like, no, I want mine. Bitch better have my money. Like, you could do all this, all that, but at the end of the day, you could do all this, but if only she had humbled herself. I know. So much of this could have been avoided if she just would have child. But for whatever reason, she couldn't bring herself to do it, y'all. She could not bring herself to be humble enough in this space. She just couldn't do it. She couldn't do it, y'all. It looked like her and her husband are fine. They went on vacation, child. They just got back from Jamaica. So it looked like he's fine. That's what it looked like. Looked like he's doing good. All right. Now, Yakuti sent me this story, y'all. So I'm gonna read y'all what it say, because I don't know who these people are. I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna read you what it say. Cardi gonna be like, money, 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 money. Right. Remember she had that song, Money. All I need is my there. So I'm not as versed in bankruptcy laws to answer that question, Miss Sharon. There are different types of bankruptcies, there are different chapters. I don't know if under one of those chapters she can file for bankruptcy and it'll cover her. I think that there's a type of bankruptcy that she can file for and it'll protect her business or protect her personal assets. But I don't think that there's I don't know this to be a fact, but I don't think that there's a type of bankruptcy she can file for where the settlement goes away, where the judgment goes away. I don't think so. But I don't know that to be a fact. So don't quote me. Yeah, she just came back from Jamaica, honey. Pride is a deadly sin. Hey, what's up, Virgin Love? All right, now listen. I'm reading this sight unseen. Yocrates sent me this. So this YouTube youth pastor takes to social media to tell the world that he waited 4 years for his girlfriend to turn 18. Okay. 18 minus 4 equals 14. What kind of devilish hell is this? Update. He was 20 when she was 14. He's boldly celebrating on social media that he groomed his girlfriend beginning when she was 14-year-old minor in the church. This is how desensitized church has become to abusers and predators in Christian clothing. Wake up. So let me read you this. Joshua Weasley, or Wesley is his name. Finally 18. I can't describe with words what you mean to me and what kind of person you are. You have been my best friend for 4 years. You are my girlfriend that I love, appreciate, and respect. And that's the picture. Trying to wait for it to focus. Come on, focus. There it is. Y'all. Y'all. What is wrong with us? And I say us as humans. I ain't talking about us like, what is wrong with people? You were 20. She was 14. You were a youth pastor. There should have been no part of you that entertained the thought of her becoming your girlfriend to the point where y'all are counting down the days and celebrating her becoming legal. I don't know where the parents are. That's a good ass question. I don't know. I don't know. But that's a good question. Y'all. The fact that this man fixed his lips to post onto the social media, finally 18. Wendy did not like working from her apartment during the lockdown. She said it herself and she wasn't doing well. Oh, okay. Then, that's probably not a good idea for her to do a podcast from her house. Then, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Well, she could rent a studio where she would at least have to leave the house every day and work, But maybe that's not for her. Like, she ain't got to do it. I was just throwing out, that might not work for her. As an SDA, I never had a youth pastor. All the head of the children's department are headed by full old ass aunties and uncles. This youth pastor crap is going to get a lot of people in trouble. What kind of Robert Kelly nonsense? Y'all. That's crazy. The youth pastors used to protect us from predators. Right. I mean, listen, it just like this whole picture of them. Do you see how she's looking at him? There's something creepy about that. Look at how she's looking at him. That look creepy to y'all. That looks creepy to me. That looks creepy to me. Something ain't right. Something ain't right in the buttermilk, okay? And like I said, I'm with all of y'all. Where are her parents? He's 24. He was 20 when they started. Well, he was 20 when I guess he met her at 14. I can't say that's when they started dating. I don't know. I don't have enough information here to say when they started dating. That's just something ain't right. I don't know, y'all. That's a lot. Well, thank you, Yocrates, for the story, child. Thank you for the story. I didn't know nothing about this. I don't know this man. I don't know nothing about this. But that is a whole lot right there. That is a whole lot right there. And again, the problem is, unless her parents decide to press charges and they can prove that there was something illicit going on prior to her becoming legal, it ain't really nothing that can happen now. She 18. And ain't nothing nobody can do about it. But here's what I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that ain't nobody know about it. And he shouldn't still be working at that church. He shouldn't have no job at that church. He shouldn't have no job down to that church. I don't agree with the concept of youth pastors, just like I don't like 22 and 23-year-old teachers, 23-year-old teachers at high school. The parents might think it's cool. They might. My dad and my brothers would have beat the brakes off of Pastor Down. Yes, honey. Yeah. Yeah, Jarrell, that's not the first time I've heard that. And I mean, I've been teaching for a long time, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I've never seen a teacher and a student do some things that they shouldn't have done. I mean, unfortunately, I've seen it happen. Disgusting. I remember hearing those words from a predator. My mom got with him when I was 14. He came at me when I turned 18. Hey, Bob Marley, what's up? That's just nasty. That's just nasty. There is nobody, and don't get me wrong, kids, it happens. Like, it's not foreign for a 14-year-old to have a 20-year-old boyfriend or a 19-year-old boyfriend or whatever. So it happens, right? It happens. But you, as the youth pastor, you prayed on a level of, there was a level of trust that she had in you, and you betrayed that trust. There's a level where you betrayed that trust. You know what I mean? I went to a private school, and the security guard was messing with a few of the female students. Yeah, I've seen security guards be inappropriate with students. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a mess, y'all. It's a whole mess. Child, those high school coaches be too friendly. Yes, I've heard all the rumors. When I was in college, we had a situation in college where we had rumors of the coaches messing with the kids. And child, high school, I heard it in high school too. Reminds me of Warren Jeffs. Yeah, that power imbalance makes it absolutely horrific what he did. You think Ebby and you should discuss it? Should discuss what? I'm sure he has a scripture that will make it okay. It's not foreign, as you said, because when I was 16, I was getting picked up by 21-year-old college senior, but I wasn't sleeping with them, and I got a lot out of it. Yeah, and again, my problem is, one, it's a problem that she's 14 and he's 20. I mean, that's a problem. But I think also the fact that he was her pastor, her youth pastor, meaning he was in a position of, like I said, trust over her and a level of authority, and that just makes it even worse. Even worse. My biology teacher quit her job and then shacked up with one of her former students. I've seen that happen too, child. Oh, you think you and Abby should discuss the story? Go for it. I'm sure there'll be some interesting points of view. Child. Mm-mm. A mess. It is. It's all out of order. There's no parts of this story that are okay. It's all the way out of order. We also had a secretary that was sleeping with the seniors on the football team. She's married to one of them now with kids. That's just nasty. Like, what can an 18-year-old? I always, like, when I started teaching, because I started teaching when I was young, right? I was 23 or 24 when I started teaching. But there was just nothing that an 18-year-old could do for me, or 17. Now, I didn't start teaching in high school. I started teaching middle school first, and then I taught high school. But even then, there's nothing, even if I were in a high school, there is nothing in my mind that I would feel like a 17 or 18-year-old could do for me. There's just nothing. Like, no. It reminds me of Moesha. She liked her senior year teacher, and he was in his early 20s. It wasn't the age that was the problem. It's the fact that he's lusting after his students. Yeah. Oh, that's just nasty. Nothing. Like, nothing. You can't, nothing. 17, 18 years old, you still living at home with your mama, leaving your dirty drawers all over the floor. Like, nothing. Child, bye. And my thing is, if they were, at least have the good sense to make it look good. That's how you know that the family knew about it and they were cool with it. Because if they thought that the family was going to act a fool or cut up, they would have at least pretended. Like, okay, she turned 18 in February. Okay, wait till like July, August, and make it seem like, we were friends all these years, and she's 18 and I just looked at her different. She's an adult now. At least try to sell the bullshit. But the fact that y'all had a whole party and you posted, that tells me that, because it didn't just happen. You posted this shit on your social media. So that tells me that you don't think you did anything wrong, and the people around you don't think you're doing anything wrong either. That's what that says to me. Because they're not even pretending. They're not even trying to pretend like it ain't what we think it is. Meg, I know that's right. Then why Popo move differently? I know what you're saying, boo. Because people also see him as grooming her because he was in a position. Right. He was in a position of power. I have to realize that we still live in a society, or you have to realize that we still live in a society where men like them really young. PYT age is 18 to 21. They live to scoop them up. It's different for an 18-year-old man, though. Jonathan then came through talking about some. I don't want to hear nothing about Tasha K can't pay after she just came back from Jamaica. It ain't that expensive to go to Jamaica, Jonathan. Child, that ain't the taxes on that shit for a trip to Jamaica, especially from Atlanta. Please, you can go to Jamaica for a couple of days for nothing, child. But I understand the point you're making. It's like, don't owe me money and then go shopping, right? I got you. It's definitely not a white thing. There are dudes doing this all around my very black school, child. You right. My band director was bald. He was sleeping with the students and their moms, and everybody knew it. Nobody checked him on it. See, that's that bullshit. Somebody owed him an ass whooping. What's up, Erica? Somebody owed him an ass whooping. Right. That's what I'm saying. If he posted on his social media, that means that, one, he don't think he did anything wrong, and two, he does not fear any repercussions. Meaning he don't fear losing his job. He don't fear ass whooping from her daddy or her brothers. He just posting it all willy-nilly. Mandated reporter must report. Oh, I've had to make some reports. I have had to make some reports in my tenure. Yes, I have. I was 3 months from 18 and he was 21, 14, and 20. Hell no. Nothing you can do for me. That's like now, at the age that I am now, listen, there's just certain age groups. I mean, we can have a good time, but it can't be nothing serious because you can't do nothing for me. If that church is smart, they'll terminate him for the sake of the reputation. But that's what I'm saying. He clearly doesn't feel like it's going to affect his job. We are no longer in the 1900s. It's not acceptable to be playing with girls. Yes, we know Elvis married his wife at 14. But we are not there anymore. Exactly. Exactly. 14 years old, you barely hit puberty. I can't see a normal adult finding that attractive. Exactly. Can you imagine learning your daughter was talking to this guy from 14 to 20? Like I said, he clearly does not fear a ass whooping that he certainly should have coming his way. I remember Bill Maher. Y'all know Bill Maher, you know, he makes no bones about he liked the ladies. But I remember him talking one time about how he doesn't like women who totally shave in their, you know, private area. He said he doesn't like that. He said I need hair. Because to him it's like you know, when it's bald, there's no, he said that's too pubescent for him. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He said, you got to give me a landing strip or something. You got to give me something. He doesn't like girls that are totally bald. Or women, I should say. Fruit Punch, the family knew. Right. Again, the fact that he posted this on his social media tells me that everybody knew. It was nasty and predatory when Elvis did it, and it's nasty and predatory now. It absolutely was nasty and predatory when Elvis did it, but it was a different eye that people were looking at. I mean, you know, and also people looked at him differently because when Jerry Lee Lewis did it, it did cost him his career. Right. He's supposed to wait a little bit of time. Let that thing fester. Make it look like y'all accident. Make it look like y'all just fell in love. Don't make it look like, oh yes, we was. I just wait for her to be legal. Wait a few months. Play it. Shit. Sell it. Damn. But again, that's why I know that he had no fear. That's why I know that he didn't think he did nothing wrong. He don't feel like he did nothing wrong, y'all. Child. Like Marcus Houston. He at least made it look good. He waited a little while. Even though we know they was dating before they was legal, you know, but you gotta make it look good. Damn. Y'all, that's like I'm about to because I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes and I'm gonna do my review for Playboy. Baby, last night's episode of The Secrets of Playboy, if it wasn't so late, I would have done my review last night, but it was late. I was tired. But last night's episode was all about the corporate and the sexual harassment, like the few women that did break the glass ceiling over at Playboy and get into corporate roles. And it talked about the sexual harassment. Listen, I have watched 5 episodes of Secrets of Playboy. And on every single episode, there's at least one, sometimes 2. There's at least one story. Forget it. I'm going to say 2. There's at least 2 stories in every episode about somebody talking about they were sexually assaulted while working for Playboy. That lets you know that there's a culture there. That's a culture. And it's not just because because Playboy was selling sex. Because just because you sell sex does not mean that women, that it's okay. You know what I mean? Kylie Jenner and Tigger, yeah. He clearly doesn't have anyone real on his team because if I was his friend, I would advise him against it. True. Wasn't Seinfeld also dating a high school girl and picking her out from school with paparazzi following folks? Get a smidgen. It was something. I know she was young. I didn't know she was that young, but I know she was young. Well, Kobe Bryant was picking, but they were close in age because he went straight. You know, what I mean, they were close in age, so I ain't gonna use Kobe Bryant. Folks get a smidgen of power and use it to their advantage. Positions of authority mean nothing to some people. I had a teacher in high school that wanted to have lunch with me all the time. Child, I do not. Let me tell y'all something. I don't want to see my churn at lunchtime. Right. You heard other men say what Bill Maher said. Exactly. Exactly, Fruit Punch. They have such a different way of how they view the world. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Honey. All right, y'all. But let me get off of here, you guys. I'm gonna do what we're gonna do tonight. I know y'all gonna get Secrets of Playboy. I don't know what else y'all gonna get, but y'all will get a few other things. I'm gonna I might finish up Queens tonight because the finale was last week, but I might go ahead and do the final episode of Queens. But we'll do Playboy tonight, maybe Queens. I don't know what else y'all gonna get. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Mwah! Let me get out of here, you guys. Love yous.